Hey guys, Quake and Quasar here, back again with another Mass Effect Andromeda video, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about everything included in patch 1.08, the new upcoming patch that's going to be placed or installed in Mass Effect Andromeda over the next week or so, I believe. I don't know if they've released an actual release date, but it's coming very soon, they have said. Now I'm going to break down everything that's in it. I'm going to start off with the first point. I'm on the website right now, and the patch notes. Now the first thing that they've done is improve the character creator. They've added they expanded the options available in the character creator, giving you greater control of your Ryder's appearance. 2 new heads were added, 1 male and 1 female, as well as a new complexion option and a greater range of available skin tones. They also added, unlocked all hairstyles for both sexes and added a new bald option. So they basically meant, they've made it so that male characters can use female, hairstyles and vice versa, which is kind of cool, I guess. And it's cool that they're constantly improving that sort of thing. And for players wanting to adjust their look mid-game, so their Ryder's physical appearance, you can actually change your character's appearance on board the Tempest in the middle of a game. You don't have to restart a new game just to get your character looking the way you wanted it, or to get it exactly how you want it. I know that was a struggle with Mass Effect 2 and 3 for me. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool that they've added it. They've also added the option to keep or choose to keep the default Alec Ryder's personal appearance, rather than having his appearance be based on your personal Ryder's physical appearance and the way you've designed his face. They made it so that you can actually keep default Alec Ryder's face if you want, if you're a fan of his default appearance. It's said in here some people are fans of that default appearance, I guess. They've also expanded male romance options for Scott Ryder. Scott Ryder can now pursue JAAL as a romance option for those Angaran booty lovers out there. You can romance him now, which is cool. And they've listed a bunch of reasons for this change. I will leave a link to all these patch notes in the bottom of this video, in the description of this video. Go check those out if you want to, see the reason they leave for some of these changes, like this one with adding JAAL as a romance option. But from what I can tell, they've done it, really detailed. They haven't just made it so that it's like a PG romance scene or anything. I think they've sort of really intertwined it in the story and properly, built it into the story, which sounds cool. Like I said, check the link out in the description if you want to find out more. Now, in terms of single player, we'll go into some of the meatiest changes they've made. In single player, Ryder's appearance can now be changed on board the Tempest, like I said before. They've expanded range of options available in the character creator, like I said before. I'm just going through the list now. JAAL can be romanced by Scott Ryder. Dialogue for Hanley Abrams was adjusted to change the flow of personal information she discusses with Ryder. I guess that's going to make it a little bit more accurate to your current state or the current situation in your current playthrough. They fixed an issue with Nomad Upgrade's shield crafting quest. I'm not sure what that is. Some of you guys might know what that is. Nexus level and cryopod points are now retroactively granted. And vendors now carry weapon mods for level 60 to 71 players, which is cool. So they've scaled it a little bit more to your your personal level, made it so that you can acquire mods of that level from weapon vendors. Vendors now sell weapon augmentations for automatic fire, burst fire, and single shot fire options. Improved clarity of descriptions for augmentations, so you're not quite as confused. I know some of the descriptions might be a little bit fuzzy, like why am I going to spend this much money on a brand new augmentation when I don't know what the hell it does? They've fixed that. They've improved the clarity of it, made it a little bit more common sense, and explained a little bit better. Plasma charge system now works properly for shotguns. Beam emitter augmentation now causes guns to fire a constant beam with scaling damage, so the damage scales and increases in time. I believe that means with the amount of time you use the constant beam for, it will increase in damage and like I said, scale in damage. Now, on PC, they've also added experimental support for Dolby Vision technology. That's not an Xbox or PS4, just PC. I don't even know exactly what that is, but it sounds cool. Look it up on Google if you want to know exactly what it is. Like I said, I might, just completely blaze over some of these details. I'm just explaining and reading what they are here. They don't give explanations on all of the details exactly, but you can find more, a sort of a broader explanation, a more in-depth explanation for these things if you follow the link, like I said, that I'll provide in the description, just to help you guys out. Now, in multiplayer, they made a lot of changes to multiplayer, and as you guys can probably tell, I'm a big fan of multiplayer. I haven't even started the campaign yet. I haven't had time. I'm always focusing on the multiplayer. I love this thing. So yeah, it's cool that they're improving it. Stealth grid challenge now implements or increments properly. Fiend no longer sprints when within 10 meters of target and will decelerate to base speed. So it's not just going to, blindly sprint at you. I think I've seen that once or twice where it just blindly sprints over you. It'll sort of match your speed. It makes sense. It'll match your speed before it plummets you to death with a single punch. That's always cool. That's always convenient. Enabled movement correction during Fiend attacks to reduce incidents of players seeing Fiends attacking in the wrong direction. Again, Fiends are one of the most buggy enemy types in the game. Very buggy, very glitchy, so they've basically just made it so that the direction that the attack in syncs up a little bit better with where you're standing and where you are about to get killed, basically. So it makes a little bit more sense, looks a little bit more realistic and more well synced with you, basically. Now, they've also improved movement prediction for some enemies in tight spaces to reduce appearance of teleportation. Another thing was that enemies appeared to teleport a lot, which is not a major problem, but I guess it's cool that they've fixed that. They've also fixed an issue that prevented melee attacks if the revive icon was near center screen. I guess that's cool and very needed, if you're surrounded by goddamn space dogs, which you can see in plenty of my videos. I get screwed by those goddamn space dogs. They're very useful that they've patched that problem that stopped you from melee attacking if you need to. Now they fixed an issue where ammo pickup audio incorrectly played. I guess I haven't really witnessed that, but maybe it played before you got to the ammo box or after, and like it was out of sync with with you actually picking the ammo up. I guess haven't witnessed that. Maybe some of you guys have. They fixed an issue where backlash could malfunction whilst moving. They've using stealth and recon visor together no longer increases duration of invisibility for Turing agent, which is a bit of a game hack, I guess, MLG game hack. They fixed an issue where weight reduction modifications couldn't reduce weight or wouldn't reduce weight, which is cool, because why would you equip a weight reduction thing? Why would you equip a weight reduction modification if it's not doing its main job and not reducing weight? So it's cool that they've patched that. The revive pack transmitter now displays the revive radius in the loadout screen. So like the revive pack transmitter is basically how, if you equip that, you can basically click the revive button, which is down on the D-pad, if you're on console, that is, and it revives a bunch of people around you. Now it'll display how big the radius is and how close people need to be for it to work, which is cool. That's cool. They said in the loadout screen, that is, I don't think it'll display in the actual game, but it'll display in the loadout screen. It would be cool if they displayed it in the game as well. Equipping the Cobra RPG now interrupts reloading, which I guess makes it slightly more accurate and makes sense a little bit, I guess. That does make sense. The player turns to adhe when getting synced to avoid teleportation issue. I don't know what that means. I don't understand it. That's like barely English. I don't know what that means. If you guys know any of the things that I missed, or missed the meaning of in this video, definitely let me know. It says player turns to adhe when getting synced to avoid teleportation issue. They've also fixed an issue where enemies would occasionally enter T-pose when hit. I've seen that. They sort of turn into like scarecrows. They throw their arms up in the air and just stand there. It's quite weird. I've also seen that when one of my characters at the start of one of my videos, one of my first Mass Effect Andromeda videos, that bug actually hit me, and I was just like floating around the map with my arms like raised up to the sides. It was very odd, very amusing, but also terrifying at the same time. They've improved visual and audio cues for player ready status in multiple lobbies. They've made it a little bit more obvious when players are ready up via visual and audio. So it's going to look like they're ready up a little bit more and sound like they're ready up a little bit more, and they've added lights option to customization options, so basically you can change the color of the lights. I actually said this in one of my previous videos. I said that them tweaking if they gave you an option to change the color of your visor and the lights, like, that would be pretty damn cool. I said that in one of my previous videos, so maybe they've been tuning in. I don't know. What they mean by lights is, if you can see at the bottom, the back of this Turing Havoc Trooper that I'm using now, the character that I'm using now, can you see that ring right at the top of his suit? That's something that you can customize. Every character has like some form of lights on their, on their armor. His, for example, would be like the bits at the side of his helmet. There's a bit on his back. If you have armor like that, some characters have armor like that. Can you see that light? Things like that you're going to be able to customize as well, which is cool. I've been asking for added customization for multiplayer characters for a while now, just to sort of personalize them a little bit more. So it's cool that they have added them. Now that is it. That is all they've listed. There may be some hidden bonuses. Sometimes they add, a few minor tweaks to the game via a patch, but don't explicitly mention them because they're not huge. But I don't think there is any this time. I have a feeling that's if they made a change, then they'd probably list it, because there's quite a lot of very minor things in this list. There's also a quite a few like very cool things and very cool tweaks. Like I said, this actually, they brought out the patch notes on June the 6th. I'm recording this video on June the 7th, a few hours after patch notes are released, like 7 hours after the patch notes release. So it's fair to assume that this new patch is going to be in Andromeda very, very soon, definitely over the week to come. So look out for it. It's going to be awesome, and definitely, you know, get ready to prime your Andromeda for the download, whatever platform or console you're on. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys find it enjoyable or informative at all. If you did, definitely leave a like. It would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. If you want to see any more of my videos, definitely stick around and subscribe again. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.